gonna go ahead and get into our first ever Nancy Drew game that we're playing on this channel. It's just our first Nancy Drew game ever. So it is quite exciting. There are a bunch, I think like 33 or so Nancy Drew games, and we're not starting with number 1. We're starting with, I actually don't even know what number this one is. I could look it up. Let me see if I can look up what number. But we are going to start with Nancy Drew and the Wolf of Icicle Creek. Yeah, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. So, because it's winter, so I kind of wanted to play a winter one. So yeah, this is number 16 of 33 currently out. So, yeah, so we're going to start with that one. I downloaded like a few of them, or I purchased a few of them a while back. 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. Because a bunch, they were like all on sale. But according to my sister, they go on sale a lot. So, whatever. But I downloaded a bunch of them, and we're just going to slowly make our way through them, I guess. And yeah, so we're going to start with the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. So I'm going to go ahead and get her loaded. Oh. Oh my goodness. It had just said it needs something in order to... It's doing things. All right. It's downloading some things. It is an older game. I think it was made in like 2007, 2009. So it makes sense. It kind of needs, I think, something to get it going. So we're gonna give it a minute to get that something loaded. Yeah, so it's been fun over on the Lazy Ginger games, because people are chatting, leaving comments, which is great. Feel free to leave any comments with any like games that you might want to play, or like I'm going through Hogwarts Legacy, so if there's any like tips or tricks or things that you want to let me know about, which some people have already, which is awesome. Just feel free to hit me up somewhere in the comments. Yeah, let's see. It was loaded and moving, and it's kind of slowed down. My cat moved. I think I really disturbed her sleep. Oh well. So yeah, I hope everyone had a good week. It's honestly been kind of a weird week for us. But it'll hopefully get, mean we'll have a restful weekend. I'm also just in a weird funk, because normally by now I've picked up all my Christmas stuff, and I just have not been in the mood to pick up my Christmas stuff, and hopefully that mood strikes me soon. We were also talking or thinking of doing like a holiday tree this year, like keeping up a smaller, skinnier Christmas tree we have and decorating it for the different holidays, because it's fun. And we like having like Christmas lights up and stuff. So yeah, so I think we might do that, which means we'll have to, I found like just a couple of things on Amazon for like a Valentine's tree, and I think that would be cute. And again, like we have a 3.5-year-old, so he'll find it fun. It's so odd too. Valentine's Day is a holiday he talks about all year long. Like he calls it Valentine's still, and when he sees hearts, he's like, "Oh, it's like they're Valentine's, Mom. Look, it's Valentine's." And we're like, "Yeah," but he talks about Valentine's Day all the time, and I don't know why. Like we don't do anything special. He's only 3.5, so he hasn't really had, a Valentine's that he could even remember. Like, so, yeah, I just think that's funny. All right, let us Oh man, it's still having a hard time. Let me see if I can show what it's showing, maybe.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you
Hey,
can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my
Just music. Stop playing for the love.
room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at...
Oh, it wants me to switch over my resolution. Picture adjust. OCD language. I don't know. It's not going to be the best quality. Aspect ratio, that's fine. Picture. It's just this isn't anything you guys are seeing. This is just me and how I'm seeing it. So we're leave it at that. Okay, so we're in. We're in. Okay. I'm turning the volume up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think it's okay. We'll have to kind of test the volume, but here we go. So current assignment, head to the Icicle Creek Lodge, a small guest lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies of Alberta, Canada, and try to figure out why so many accidents have been happening there. The woman who runs the lodge, Chantal Moik, called me out of the blue, saying that Bet and Ed Raleigh from Shadow Ranch have recommended me. So Shadow Ranch, I know a little bit of lore. Shadow Ranch is a past game, that another Nancy Drew game, about it, where you work on a ranch and there is a haunted, like a ghost horse. So she sounded so desperate that I couldn't refuse, and she said she was on her way to Edmonton to meet with her lawyers, as her handyman, Ollie Randall, will pick me up at the airport. She told me it's been really cold and snowy there, and that I should pack accordingly. And then she said something about a wolf. The connection was getting really bad, and I could barely hear her, but I'm pretty sure she used the word prowling, or was it howling? Along with dangerous and be careful. Accidents are one thing, but wild animals, I hope I know what I'm getting into. Okay. That is that. This is a ticket? Oh. Okay, the junior level provides a lot of help and hints. More experienced players may enjoy playing the senior level first. Oh, we're just getting into it. I didn't realize that was meant we were getting into it.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, you know, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left
Hopefully
running the
this
lodge
isn't
up to me, which is why
too
I'm
loud.
not
I don't know what
crazy
the
about
audio's
the idea
like.
of having somebody new underfoot, especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
We're here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough. You hear that? Well, now, what was that?
Oh my gosh.
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Oh, that does it. Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new cook, too.
Oh, good.
Your cook?
Well, that way, Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay anyone.
Why, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now, we're not taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Volstaya. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
It was the wolf. It blew up the bunkhouse.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci? I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys, and keep me posted. Coming!
Tino Balducci.
I'll get you.
He's definitely someone from a past game, but I don't remember which one.
I'll be in the basement.
Tino Balducci. That is the problem with playing these games out of order. All right, everybody, we're in. This must be what we're wearing. Okay.
This must be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me.
This is everybody's.
And this must be a list of
rooms.
which guest is in what room. That'll come in handy.
Maid duties. Daily cleaning. Pick up laundry bag at the front desk. Available after 5:45. Enter and clean only those rooms displaying the housekeeping sign. Make the bed. Remove used towels and washcloths. All rooms displaying the housekeeping sign must be cleaned no later than noon. When finished, drop the laundry bag down the chute at the top of the stairs by the restroom.
Skating pond maintenance.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, looks like I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything while I'm here.
Pond must be shoveled after every snowfall. Warning, some sections of ice will be very thin due to hot spring activity. Pay close attention to the color of the ice. Only shovel off those areas which are safe to skate on. The shade of the ice will reveal how many adjacent ice grids have been dangerously thin ice. Okay, I'm already feeling so overwhelmed. Example. So this color means that there are 3 ice patches around. This color means there are no ice patches of thin ice. This color means that there's 1. This patch area never has thin ice. Place cones on thin and cracked ice. Okay.
Report all avalanches to the avalanche patrol.
Okay, all employees should remember that avalanches are a constant danger. To avoid triggering out, do not make loud noises. Always wear snowshoes when walking on snow that is potentially unstable. Oh, was that everything? No. Criminal activity. Report any and all criminal activity to the sheriff. Sauna. Employees should remember that heat and moisture sometimes cause the doors in the saunas to stick. You should periodically check to make sure there are no guests stuck inside. Oh, gosh. Cooking. Breakfast is served from 7 a.m. to 8:15. Lunch is served noon to 1. Dinner is served from 6 to 7. All food preparation, please consult manual in the kitchen. Okay, a little overwhelmed. So I think the clock is for us to control the time. So like if we want it to be nighttime. Oh, good. Thank God that clicking. If we want it to be nighttime. Do I not have the... Oh, there we go. These are my bags. Can't look in them. Okay. No towels. Okay. Chinook. Is that the housekeeping sign or is that the do not disturb? Oh, that's gotta be house cleaning. Keeping. Okay, so let's do some first. Ooh, I love that quilt. How cute. Ooh, Winter Sports Monthly. This must be the Olympic guy. World Championship venue remains a mystery. While it is common knowledge that the World Championship cross-country skiing competition will take place in Alberta, Canada, the winter after next, exactly where in Alberta is currently the sport's biggest kept secret. We'll make a formal announcement next month, said the director. When pressed to explain the delay, she said, delay? There is no delay. We simply saw reason to announce the venue. No reason to announce the venue any earlier. It is widely rumored that the behind-the-scenes bidding by hotel chains and restaurant chains have held up the final decision, leading to criticism that the app has become more commerce. Okay. Crazy Ivan reports in from the Alps. Skater Nation. Why are so many top skateboarders making the switch to snowboarding? So yeah, this must be like our Olympic boys.
Shoot, I can't clean this room yet. I don't have anything to put the dirty laundry.
Oh. Okay. Restroom.
This must be where I dropped the laundry. That's not what goes here.
Okay, do I have... This is... Nope, that's not helpful. So I need to find the laundry bag. Emergency exit only. Cold warning. Temperatures can be extreme and dangerous. Okay. Okay, let's go downstairs. Try to find the laundry bag. Okay, I think that's the door to leave. Oh.
Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with a check.
Ooh,
Elsa.
I've put a claim to your insurance company for the damage I sustained to my tires from the wolf. What, I'm just going to leave that on the floor? Oh, there's the laundry bag.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
Dear Elsa, this time when I read in your letter saying you weren't coming, I didn't get sad, I got mad. Can't believe you think working as a stupid maid at some stupid lodge for some stupid lady whose name I can't even pronounce is more important than spending time with me. If I didn't love you so much, I'd tell you to go take a flying leap, but since I love you more than anything, I'll just have to do something else. Like maybe take your precious collection of troll dolls out of the box you stored in my garage and dump them down the disposal. Or maybe I'll sell them on eBay for a nickel apiece. I don't know how else to make you understand that I love you with all my heart and I always will. L. Wow. Okay. Toxic. Can we say toxic? Toxic. Dearest Elsa, you said in your letter that you love me forever back, but if that's true, why'd you put off coming here to see me? When I read you weren't coming, I stopped and looked around because it felt like somebody had walked up and stabbed me through the heart. I'm starting to get real jealous of that lodge you work at. You spend way, way, way more time there than you do with me. I don't like it one bit. Can't help myself. I'm so in love with you, it's getting hard to see straight, and that's the truest thing I've ever told you. Come see me next week. Totally and completely yours, L. Dang, the sky is crazy. My darling Elsa, remember how I told you that I love you more than anything? Well, that was true, but what's even truer is that I'm going to love you forever. Sometimes thinking about forever makes me dizzy, like when I start thinking about the sky and how it doesn't stop at the moon or the sun or even the Milky Way, but just keeps going and going and going. But when I think about you, forever seems totally cool because it's one thing to just keep going and going and going by yourself, but to keep going and going and going with somebody. That's awesome. Write me back as soon as you get this. I can't wait to see you next week. Love forever. Wow. Okay. He seems cool. Or crazy. Okay, now we can go up and do these. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. So we made his bed. We need to take his towels. That's locked. Can I... Nope. Can I use this one? Nope. Okay. Eh, worth a try. The slippers are a mess. I'm not supposed to pick them. I think I'm good there. Okay. Let's clean hers. Her bed. Call of the Wild. Ooh. Some college thing. Snowshoes. Oh, painting. They paint. See anything else? Locked also. Don't see a key anywhere, huh? So whose room was that? Ina? Who's Ina? Lou Talbot. Okay. Oh. I accidentally clicked out of the game. Okay. Oh, this rising star from Fredonia refuses to lose. This is the guy staying there. And some things are underlined. This is because all else Yolkstaya hates to lose. As a child, I was expected to win, and I always did. The Fredonian army taught him at least one other valuable lesson. Knowing your enemy is the surest way to defeat him. I know some of my competition better than I know myself. Some believe he studies his competitors so he can eliminate them. Ooh. Closest to the race course, forcing the man to stay several. Okay, wait a minute. Well, Yolkstaya claims that studying the competition affords him a psychological edge in little else. Some believe he studies his competitors so he can eliminate them, sometimes before the race even begins. One of his rivals, a man who prefers to stay as close to the starting line as possible the night before the race, claims that at one event, Yolkstaya bought up all the rooms in the lodge closest to the race course, forcing the man to stay several miles away. Volk won. His rival came in a distant fifth. Other competitors tell similar tales. Tools and replacement parts suddenly vanish from shops. Food items disappear from store shelves. Strange noises keep people from getting a good night's sleep. Some biathletes even claim that Yolkstaya altered the scopes of their rifles so they'd miss their target. When confronted with these accusations, Yolkstaya just shakes his head. Pa, I do nothing wrong. They are angry because I always win and they always lose. They are green with jealousy and sour apples. It's likely that he means sour grapes, not sour apples, but his message is clear nonetheless. When it comes to cross-country skiing, Yanni is currently the force to be reckoned with. Interesting. Okay. So whose room is this? Who's reading up on our guy? I didn't do his laundry. Or his bed. Their bed. Whoever they are. I don't know who they are. So, Alali. Guadalupe. Haven't met any of these people yet, but... Whoa. That was so loud. Structural engineering. Rudimentary geology. Large machinery safety protocols. Everyone's stores are locked. We must get a key for those sometime. Okay. Well, got the laundry done. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Oh, trusty lock. Don't have a combination.
Bone which Trapper Dan found near the lodge. He believed it came from a race of giants known as Rexes. The bone's not there. Wonder what happened to it.
Okay. Daniel Wisenitz, Trapper Dan. He seems like he built the
Young
lodge.
and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history. Looks like some of the pictures are missing.
Trapper Dan's Needle. He built a monument not far from the lodge. Why he built it remains a mystery. Interesting. Food poisoning, wolf plague, Icicle Creek Lodge. Area man attacked by Wolverine. Sasquatch sightings hit 5-year low. Oh my gosh. Top story. 4 people were forced to check out early from the Icicle Creek Lodge after becoming violently ill. Edmund Faringdale, his wife Ginny, and their 9-year-old daughter Sue of Westwood, New Jersey, and Betsy Stills, 58, of Calgary, Alberta, were admitted to Pineville Hospital early yesterday morning with suspected food poisoning. Lab tests performed on food samples removed from the lodge confirmed the presence of salmonella bacteria in the potato salad, which all 4 had consumed. They are expected to make a full recovery. The owner of the lodge, Chantal Moik, was at... The fire is so loud. Was at a loss to explain how the potato salad became contaminated. The same ingredients used to make the potato salad were used in other dishes without any of the other guests becoming sick, she said. Moreover, Becky assures me that the potato salad was never left sitting out at room temperature, and she should know. She was my cook. None of the 4 victims, including Stills, plan to return to the lodge upon their release from the hospital. If you ask me, the lodge is jinxed, Stills says. Miss Moik better give up trying to turn the lodge into some kind of hoity-toity spa while she still can. First the wolf, now this. I'm leaving, and she should too. Stills was referring to the lone wolf, which has been spotted several times within the past week in the Icicle Creek drainage. Because ranchers in the area have reported no increase in livestock predation, authorities are urging hunters not to go after the wolf, contending they could pose a greater threat to the backcountry than the wolf does. Oh. I guess I could have had it zoomed in closer. Okay, we will talk to them in a second. Let's just make sure we look at everything we're meant to. Nothing? It's gotta be that they're all supposed to be wolves. I mean, right? I would say maybe each row is an animal, but there's only 3 animals. Oh no, there's 4, I guess. One's a pig. Nothing, really? Huh. Okay, well, we'll take a look at that later. I think this
As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's talk to our first people.
Well, hello there. You must be the new maid Ollie told us about. I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey.
What's your name again?
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major, of all things. You're probably gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
Have you 2 been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast one morning and discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun. I've been whipping his tail ever since.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is. I came for the ice fishing. Of course, knowing there's a renegade wolf running around is kind of dampened my enthusiasm.
Have you seen the wolf?
Just heard it. Every night since I've been here, in fact. Gets creepier each time. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
What are you, Little Red Riding Hood? That wolf's not hurting anybody. People should just leave it alone.
You'll be singing a different tune when it has some little kid for breakfast, then has you for lunch.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen, chances are it eventually will, dude. Hey, I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating pond so we can do some speed skating. Lou here thinks he's faster than me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You may have youth on your side, my friend, but I've been working construction since before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you will ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just go do that. Ooh. Creepy. It's the furnace.
I feel nice and toasty.
Look at how he's standing. Oh, let's back upstairs.
Oh, no.
Is something wrong?
You are what is wrong. Chantal said there will be no more guests to make noise at all hours and disturb my training. Yet what stands before me? A new guest.
No, I'm not a guest. I'm Nancy Drew, the new maid, and the new cook.
Forgive me. Allow me to start over. I am Yanni Vokstaya. I am here to train for the Eastern European Cross-Country Championship. I spend my days doing interval work, drills and isometric exercises. I follow a strict program, one painstakingly designed by a team of the best coaches in Fredonia. In fact, under no circumstances are you to use your key to let anyone into my room. My competitors are constantly spying on me, trying to steal my techniques.
You think someone's spying on you way out here?
One can never be too careful, so know this. If anything is missing or so much as out of place in my room, you can expect a visit from me, and it will not be a pleasant one.
Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the wolf will make you go blind.
Really?
They are creatures of infinite
Really?
evil, and that is all I am going to say on the matter.
I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be held in this area in a couple of years.
This is very true. It will rival the Olympics.
Could that be the real reason you came here to train?
As long as I have to train, why not train in the place where I must eventually put that training to use? As we say in Fredonia, I am simply milking two goats with one bucket. Besides, my competitors will stop at nothing to defeat me. I am forced to seek out and exploit every possible advantage open to me. I take no pride in some of the things I've done to bring victory to my country, but I have no choice.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
It
What have
has
you
been a
done?
pleasure.
What have you done for the victory of your country? All right. I think it's time to go outside and shovel the snow. Oh, wait. Was that a map? Icicle Creek Lodge. So this must be the skating pond. Needle. Okay. Okay. Is one of these mine? Caution. It's not too bad right now. Am I wearing sufficient clothes to just go out? I guess. 2 trapper. Okay, I think the skating pond is this way. skating pond. Yeah. I guess I just automatically put on a coat and boots. Okay, I think this is our first kind of puzzle.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
Okay, so that thing said this bottom is always shovel. What? Okay. She said the bottom is never thin ice. Just gonna kind of. Oh. Come on. So that's the one that was by those. Is that a problem that I'm cracking them? I feel like it is. Okay. So we know none of these. Ooh. There's two. So there has to be one here and here, right? This is one. Ooh. They're each touching one. Kind of framing out. Okay. One. So they must just be like framing them. There's 5 spots though. Ooh. There.
That ought to do it. Wait a second. Those look like wolf tracks. Maybe I should find out where they go.
Oh, doesn't even give me a choice. She just starts following. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, there's a piece of something.
That must be Trapper Dan's needle. What's this doing here? Strange. It's halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
Hopefully we don't get lost, because I have no idea where we're going. Chicken Ridge.
Sounded like an explosion.
Ooh.
What's that noise?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Did we just die? Oh no.
I'm buried in snow. I've got to dig myself out before I run out of air. I'll never make it. I can
What the
barely
heck
breathe.
is happening? I gotta make lunch in
Who's up
15
there?
minutes.
Help! I'm down here, right under you. Can you hear me? Help! I can't breathe. You heard me. Thank goodness. Easy. It's okay. I'm not real happy about the situation either.
Oh, he's so cute.
It's gone, but thanks to that hole it dug, I can breathe again. Now if I can just pull myself out.
Oh my lord. Just casually fell into an avalanche. First day on the job.
This must have been made by the explosion I heard. A fossil. Cool.
Ooh, that is cool. Wow.
Wonder what kind of rocks those are.
I don't know. It's this way, right? 'Cause I don't know where I'm going. And like I said, I gotta make lunch. Yeah, this seems like the right way. No. I want to go back the way I came. Oh. Well, we just went that way. That was towards the wolf. Maybe this is the way? Good lord. I don't know. Oh, okay. Good, this is the way. Okay, well,
I feel warmer already.
that was pretty crazy. Is it time for me to make lunch? It looks like it. Let's make some lunch. Okay, let's see. 1 cheese quesadilla. 1 quesadilla and 1 hamburger. So let's do... two of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a couple of those going. One quesadilla. 1 quesadilla. Okay, so you wanted... oh gosh, I don't remember. Oh no! Yeah, I gave him their...
Order up. Order up.
this was the 1 quesadilla. They also want a quesadilla. Okay, 2 more. We'll watch them carefully. What do you want? 2 cheese, 2 lettuce, 2 pickles. 2 cheese... oh gosh, you wanted 1. You wanted 1? Oh, you already have 1. I just took theirs away.
Order up.
Okay, 2 cheese, 2 lettuce. They need another quesadilla. 2 pickles. 1 tomato. And then 1 mustard. 1 ketchup.
Order up.
Okay, so I think 2 more burgers then. So they want everything but pickles and tomato. Just 1. 1 of everything, no pickles and... oh, 1. I guess I have 1 here. 1 of everything, no pickles and tomato.
Order up.
Okay, so they wanted 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 1 pickle. 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 1 pickle, 2 onion, 1 ketchup. All right. Boom. Lunch duty's nothing, bro. Nothing. Oh, they're not here. Okay. Let's see. So we do have a task list. So check out the case file on my desk to learn about my current assignment.
Check.
Get the master key Ollie said he'd leave for me in the room.
Check.
Look for clues at the site that were blown up.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay. Introduce myself to all the guests and try to figure out it. I have not done that. Call Chantel. Find out more about the asset. Clean out the guest room. May the snooping begin. Take a really
That's
good
finished.
look around. Okay. Read all the
Been
employee
there,
instructions.
done that. That's finished.
Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for the pictures. Bone missing.
That's finished. That's finished.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we gotta call some people. We gotta call Chantel and the Avalanche service. So let's do those. Let's make a couple phone calls, huh? It's about time. Who am I? What? Who am I calling? Call the Avalanche Patrol. Okay, well, what's their number? Fish birds. Criminal activity. Avalanches. Okay. 403-555-2006. Gosh, they don't have it here for us. 03555-2006. Boom. Hello, hello. That's wild. It doesn't have that written down.
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Explosives training?
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell him.
Appreciate it.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Sus. Okay, now we call Chantel. Oh my goodness, so. I know in later versions of the game you can just click the numbers and it will call.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kinda charming.
Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. In fact, I insist that if and when
That must be the train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Tino to help you out. That's what I'm paying him for. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good.
We'll just go down the list.
I'd like to hear more about the accidents that have been happening around here.
The first thing that happened was the worst. The Faringdale family and Becky the cook all came down with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized. Somehow, the potato salad got contaminated, although Becky swears it wasn't because of anything she did. I cannot tell you how awful it was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge.
Oh my
Poor
gosh.
Elsa
Bull.
was cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway, then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... Oh yeah. And then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
So who's suing you? It's a good question.
but the only incidents that you can be sure were sabotage were the tires, the phone wires, and maybe the explosion in the bunkhouse.
I'm not sure about anything. That's why you're there, to sort everything out before something else happens.
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
That bone Trapper Dan found is missing from its case, too.
First the accident, now someone's stealing from me? Nancy, you've got to find out what's going on there. If you don't, I'll never be able to convince my dad I'm not a loser. Ever.
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
That is something I am not at liberty to discuss.
In other words, the answer is yes.
I didn't say that. Why do you ask?
That would tend to make Icicle Creek Lodge a very desirable piece of real estate, wouldn't it?
If the championship is held nearby, which as far as I know, still hasn't been decided. You think someone's been causing these accidents to run me out of business so they can buy the lodge from me on the cheap?
It's a thought.
And a pretty nasty one at that.
That's it for now.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Like, you talk to him. I just met him. I literally just met him. And you're having me talk to him? Okay. So, let's see. I don't know. Do we go back outside? And we need to explore the bunkhouse. Where's the bunkhouse? Bunkhouse, so it's kind of near the skating pond, but not. It's outside to the right more. Okay, let's try. Let's go this way.
Huh? Who goes there?
Nancy Drew?
Nancy Drew shall not pass unless and until she proves herself worthy.
And
Worthy.
how does she do that?
By hitting the Snow Princess 10 times. Snowballs only, no ice balls.
What are
All right,
ice
let's
balls?
freaking smack this kid with some ice.
If you get hit with one, it can knock you out. So don't throw it or I'll tell my dad.
You must be Ollie's daughter, Freddie.
I am the Snow Princess. Prepare to defend yourself.
Oh gosh, she got me. Okay. Got her. Aha. Gotcha. Smack this little girl so hard. I let you get the first one so you felt better about yourself, but not today.
The Snow Princess surrenders. For now.
Good. To Icicle Lake. Is this the bunkhouse?
The face from a clock. It's all melted. Part of the timing device that was used to trigger the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, maybe?
Okay, well, is that checking out the bunkhouse?
That's finished.
Oh, I was supposed to contact the victims.
Been there, done that.
Gotta call the sheriff now. Up, 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 up.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Okay.
I better not follow this trail until I know for sure where it goes.
Okay, just circled around.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
So, you want me to call the victims? Ugh. I think I might have to write this down. I'm just gonna grab a little notepad. Okay, so Faringdale, 551 555 7425. Who else was it? Is there any?
Contents deleted. Wonder why.
That is odd. Well, we know the Faringdales. These are people staying here currently. But what about Becky? Okay. Winter. Okay, I guess we'll have to learn about those at some point. Weird that we don't have... It says call the victims. Keeping out for the pictures. Tell Ollie the explosives training. Contact the victims of the accident. And the sheriff. Okay, we gotta get calling people. Alright, so I'll call the sheriff first.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew at the Icicle Creek Lodge. We met
Sounds
the other
how I
night
feel,
when
man.
We were investigating the bunkhouse explosion.
Oh, yeah, that bright kid from the States. What do you need?
Well, I found a melted clock face close to where the bunkhouse used to be, and I wondered if it could have been what triggered the explosion. You know, the timer.
I found that clock face, too. Left it there because any fingerprints on it would have melted away along with everything else. And besides, Ollie Randall said all the room clocks at the lodge looked like that. Could have been one that was in the bunkhouse to begin with.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't go poking around on your own like that. There could still be explosives lying around. Although, I hear it takes a pretty big bang to set off C4.
C4?
C4.
That's what blew up the bunkhouse. Lab result came in less than an hour ago.
Is C4 hard to get?
Not if
The
you're
voice
in the
acting.
military or do any kind of demolition. In Eastern Europe, it's called Semtex. It's not that hard to handle either. For somebody who's had training in explosives, it's a piece of cake.
Did you learn anything else from the lab tests you did after the bunkhouse explosion?
Nope. Unfortunately, that bunkhouse wasn't particularly well made, so when it exploded, pretty much everything got melted into a blob or blown to smithereens or burned to a crisp.
I almost got caught in an avalanche at Chicken Ridge that was triggered by a big explosion.
An explosion? Are you sure it wasn't just the sound of someone shooting a rifle, maybe?
No, it sounded like someone had set off a bomb. In fact, afterwards I found a crater, like someone had deliberately blown a hole in the ground underneath the snow.
Unless it was someone shooting off fireworks or something. I have no idea what it could have been.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright. Now calling the victims. At least some of them.
Hello?
Hi, are you Mrs. Faringdale?
Put your socks on in the car, okay? We're late. This better not be a sales call because I really don't have time.
No, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. You know, in Canada.
After what happened to me and my family, I have no intention of going back there ever, no matter how many freebies you throw in. I thought I made that clear. Put that cookie down and get in the car.
I'm not really with the lodge. I just wondered if you could tell me what happened.
The three of us had meatloaf, potato salad, and green beans for dinner one night. And by 4 the next morning, we were all sick as dogs and had to be taken to the hospital. We recovered quickly, thank goodness. But the minute we got out, we went straight to the airport. I will never set foot in that lodge again. The worst of it is, I made poor little Susie eat all of her potato salad that night. Eat it, I said. It's cold out. You need the carbs. Now she refuses to eat any kind of
I don't
potato,
blame her, man.
even French fries. All our friends think she's a freak. And all our friends' mothers think I'm a freak for going to Canada for winter break instead of Disney World like everyone else.
Well,
Turn
I
that
mean...
TV off. I have to go. Susie's got a soccer game, and I'm snack mom. Only I haven't been to the store yet. Maybe I can sneak out during halftime.
Sure, just pull out the orange slices and no one will notice.
Oh my gosh, the orange slices. Susie, get in the car! We have to go right now!
Good Lord. Okay.
Can't check that off yet.
We can't
Been
check
there,
that.
done
Like,
that.
I don't know how to reach. You have to call the hospital, maybe? Maybe, is Becky still in the hospital?
You have reached Pinevale Hospital. All our doctors and
No.
nurses are busy right now. Please try again later. Thank you.
Okay. We're clearly missing somebody. So, Yanni is the guy. Carl, we just met. William Kessler. Lou Talbot, Derek Southwaite, Guadalupe. Yeah, these are saying the rooms they're in. Check. Carl Jenkins is checked out. Okay, I guess these are just the other people that have checked out, so I guess we could call them. So let me write down 312 57547. I'll just write down the other number too, just in case. 418 555 7387. Okay. Let's call them. Let's see.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Jenkins?
Yeah, this is Carl. Nuts. Missed you.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew. I heard that you had an accident at Icicle Creek Lodge and wondered if you could tell me a little more about it.
Not much to tell. Take that, Captain Keen. I went there to do a little ice fishing, and I slipped going down some stairs, fractured my tibia in 2 places. Can't work, can't go out. All I can do is sit around and play this stupid video game. Oh, no, you don't?
Do you know why you slipped on those stairs?
Yeah, they were covered with ice. I was lucky I didn't fracture my skull. Yes. Hey, look, I'm about 4 laser strikes away from ruling the Gargoulian galaxy, so I gotta go, okay? You got any more questions? Check with the people at the lodge. Gotcha!
Okay. So I see. So it's not just the people who are food poisoned. It's just like everybody who was here before and checked out because of all the accidents. So.
Hello?
Hello?
I've got it, sweetheart.
Hi, is this Brenda and Derek Southwaite?
Yes, it is.
Is this a solicitation?
Honey, you're so suspicious.
Only because you can be way too nice for your own good, darling.
I'm not selling anything. I just want to ask you about your recent stay at Icicle Creek Lodge.
You mean Gassicle Leak Lodge?
Oh, very clever, sweetie. Gas was leaking from so many places while we were there, it's a wonder the place didn't blow sky high.
I heard something about your almost being overcome by fumes in the sauna.
Well, we had just gone ice skating, so we decided to warm up in the sauna. So we were sitting in there, and everything was fine until both of us started feeling a little woozy.
We started feeling a lot woozy.
And the next thing we knew, that Russian skier came in.
Actually, I think he was Slovakian.
The point is, he told us he smelled gas and thought we should get out, so we did.
Barely. By that point, the fumes were making us both ill, if you know what I mean.
That poor skier.
Yeah,
by the
you
time
felt
he
ill.
helped us get out of there, he was almost as
What do you
green
mean?
as
What do
we
you
were.
mean?
Awful experience.
Horrible. And it was our honeymoon.
At least the owner had the decency to give us a full refund.
Oops, the shuttle's here, sweetheart. We're off to Aspen. Kind of a second first honeymoon.
Long story short, if you're thinking about going to Icicle Creek Lodge, don't.
Well, I appreciate the advice. Have fun.
Oh, we will. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, lady, calm down.
Can't check that off yet.
No, so I still need to call, somehow get a hold of, I think of Becky and the other woman who used to work here, but I don't really know how to find out their numbers. It's not what I want. Go in the restrooms. Okay. I guess I can go to the bathroom. Where am I staying in? Nancy Drew, Quell Quell. Was that? Yeah, that's this one right here. Let's see. Dinner is 6. Heard someone walking by.
Huh? Oh, hi.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you.
Could have fooled me. What do you want?
Are you by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century?
No idea.
I've kept you awake long enough.
You want to talk? You know where to find me.
He's got, oh my gosh, he has a mark on his face
Now
from
what?
sleeping.
Since Mr.
That's
Talbot
so
isn't here,
cute.
could I play a game of fox and geese with you?
You bet. Have a seat. Here are the rules. The white pieces are the geese. The black piece is the fox. The goal of the geese is to corner the fox so he can't move, while the goal of the fox is to gobble up geese so that they can't corner him. The geese can only move forward along a line to the next point, either directly forwards, diagonally, or sideways. Same thing for the fox, except when he's next to a goose that has an empty spot directly behind it. He can jump over it.
Gobble it up.
Right. Gobble it up and remove it from the board. You just take turns and play until somebody wins and somebody loses. I'll be the fox. Ready?
You bet.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Should have seen that. Oh, he's going to be able to jump. Shoot. Son of a... Oh, no. Okay, I lose. I lose.
Okay if we start over?
Okay. I feel like I was doing sort of good in the beginning, but... Ooh. Back. Okay. He can do either of these. Unless... Okay. Can do that now. Gotta keep that one there. All right, we're going somewhere. We're doing something. Okay. Ooh, okay, I think we're in a pretty good... He can't get me there. He can get me there. Okay. Oh, because he could get me there. Maybe move this one down. Okay. This. Need to keep that there.
I win.
Ah ha ha! We did it. Nice. Whew, that was tough. Okay, well, now what? Now what? We need to find Ollie. I guess we still need to...
Can't check that off yet.
Yeah, we're still missing some guests. I don't know how to contact all the... Oh.
Well, who are you?
I'm Elsa's replacement.
Oh, the new maid. Thank goodness. I was wondering how much longer the owner expected us to endure these conditions and still pay full price.
How long has Elsa been gone?
2 days, I think. Maybe even 3. I don't know. It's
Her
all
hair
a
is
blur of dirt
wild.
and dust and soap residue. My name is Guadalupe Comillo. My friends call me Lupe.
My name is Nancy Drew.
2 things, dear. First, the alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be charged for that one, seeing as I have no idea where it went to. Second, be a doll and clean my room first. It'll hardly take you any time at all, especially compared to the other rooms. The other guests are all men. Single men.
Well, I'm happy to report that I've already cleaned your room.
Excellent.
What are you looking at through the binoculars?
Birds. I'm watching birds. That's what I am, you see, a bird watcher. Sometimes I go outside and watch, and sometimes I stay inside. It all depends on what the birds feel like doing and what I feel like doing.
So that's what brought you to Icicle Creek Lodge, the birding?
Absolutely. The place is a veritable birding paradise, even in winter. In fact, in the short time I've been here, I've seen hawks, eagles, orioles, cardinals, jays, nothing truly rare. But to a wildlife lover such as myself, seeing them in such a spectacular setting is thrilling nonetheless.
Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Me? I'm just the maid, remember? But I did find a bunch of tracks beyond the pond. You could try following them and maybe see the wolf that way.
Maybe I will. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No.
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else going after it and scaring it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do. So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
Have you met the other guests?
I've bumped into them at one time or another, yes. I don't spend all my time in front of this window. That Yanni fellow, he's very talented, but extremely intense. His whole life revolves around being the best in the world. As for the 2 who are always sitting across the way playing that silly game, the older man, Bill Kessler, he's no deep thinker, but he's nice enough. But the other one, that college student, talking to him is like trying to converse with a giant turnip. No social graces whatsoever. I almost prefer talking to the handyman. Almost. Anyone that intent on destroying something as glorious as that wolf is hardly worth talking to.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Farewell.
All right. Let's try going downstairs again. There's Yanni. And again, there's the... Nothing here. Ooh, steamy. Steamy. Oh, here we go.
Need something?
I've talked to all the guests, so I thought maybe it was time to talk to you.
Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. I ain't much of a talker. I don't get things said. I get 'em done.
Then why aren't you trying to find out who's behind all these accidents?
'Cause I already know. I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the
Yes,
wolf
the
is
wolf
causing the
definitely
accidents?
blew up
No
a
doubt in my mind.
bunker and
Everything was A-okay till
gave
it showed up
everyone
and started howling.
food poisoning.
Bad luck. And something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Why do you say that?
Yesterday I went looking for it. I tracked it and finally found it, sitting across the creek, not 20 yards away from me, just staring at me. So I raised my rifle, drew a bead, and fired. Easiest shot I've ever taken in my life. And I missed. So I fired again, and I missed, and then I missed again, and all the while it just sat there staring until finally it just stood up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. so maybe we should just find something else to job out. You met my little girl yet?
Freddie? Oh, yeah. She's got a pretty mean arm on her.
She sure does. Of course, that little snow fort she built is pretty much her whole life. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day, but she won't tell me. Says she's got a secret weapon. Yeah, she's something.
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
In the summer she does, but in the winter she goes south. See, she's got this nerve condition that makes her real sensitive to cold. Freddie'd like to go with her, but until Chantal stops putting off giving me that raise she promised me, sending Freddie south too is out of the question.
How long have you worked for Chantal?
About a year and a half. I was her first hire, best hire too. I could run this place single-handed if I had to, just like I'm doing now.
Have you ever been in the guest lodge business before?
I tried my hand at it once. Long story short, didn't work out. But I've learned a whole lot since then. I could make it work now. Just need to find the right property, get my hands on enough cash to make a down payment, that's all.
How do you explain what happened
So
to
maybe
Carl
he
Jenkins,
wants the place
the
for
former
himself.
guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry. Next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
Could a broken pipe or something have been to blame?
This place hasn't had so much as a leaky faucet since I came aboard. I keep everything screwed down tight and running right. You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
Have you ever
I'm
seen
a lady.
Trapper Dan's needle?
Course.
What can you tell me about it?
All I can tell you is it was built by the same stir-crazy old guy who built this place. Maybe something in that display up in the lobby will tell you what you want to know.
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't really want to go anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
So, you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
Yep, dang. I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks. Here, there's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to Skookum Ridge and see if there's been an avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat-seated so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done. You can handle that, can't you?
You bet.
Good. Two more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy. Other thing is, a cold snap's on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
That's all the questions I had.
Keep me posted.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Been there, done that.
Introduced all the guests. Gotta take Ollie.
Can't check that off yet. Check.
I don't know. We must be missing a number. I mean, I can't call all the guests. They're here with us. All right, so we saw that snowmobile. Hello? Brip, brip, brip. Where am I going? Oh no. Oh God. I gotta like click, hold down to go. Why are there so many snowmen out here? Gosh, it speeds up so fast. I like barely click. And it's like, okay. Oh Lord, this sucks.
The sign's not buried, so I guess there hasn't been an avalanche.
That's it? Okay. I just get the feeling it's clearly trying to teach us how to drive. Oh no. Oh god. Gosh. Ah! This is anything like... I don't know if this is better or worse than flying in Hogwarts Legacy. Golly. I didn't completely break your snowmobile. Ollie, what's his name? I totally don't remember what his name even is now. Oliver? Something. Okay, oh, we did it.
I better not follow this trail until I know for sure where it goes.
Yeah, okay.
I feel warmer already.
You check out Skookum Ridge.
Skookum Ridge.
No avalanche. There's your snowmobile key.
You make a report to the Avalanche Patrol?
Not yet.
That's okay. I'll call them. What else do you want?
That's all the questions I had.
If you need anything, just holler.
Ah!
Nancy, I am glad to see you.
Are you all right? You seem upset.
You must
It's just how my face
I was
is.
outside skiing
Looks.
very fast, as usual, and suddenly, boom! Snow, dirt, rocks, everything went flying into the air right in front of me. There is a mad bomber on the loose.
Did you see anyone?
I saw no one, not before, not after. My competitors bombed the bunkhouse thinking I would be so frightened that I would abandon my training and leave. Only I wasn't frightened. So now they are trying to bomb me.
Do you think they're responsible for all the accidents that have been happening around here as well?
My competitors and the governments behind them, they are as desperate as they are ruthless. They are capable of anything. They can operate anywhere in the world, under all conditions. It would not surprise me if someone right here in the lodge is right now under their employ. But to them, I say, "Pa! Do not scare me. I am the best cross-country skier in the world. I will neutralize their petty threats with my excellent strength, skill, and speed." I am sorry. Enough about my problems. Did you want something?
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I am sorry, but no.
Oh, well, so much for that. That's all for now.
It has been a pleasure.
It's okay. The website doesn't even exist that she wants you to be on, so. So they said look closely at the display. I just have no idea. Okay, the rugged setting of the lodge. Prone to natural dangers. Avalanches are not uncommon. Hot springs cause ponds in the area to freeze unevenly. Because Icicle Lake is so remote, the Navy used it for research during World War II. Although Trapper Dan, who never married, probably found himself snowbound and totally alone for several weeks each winter, which no doubt explains some of the lodge's more eccentric features and furnishings. He was outgoing and intellectually curious, and often entertained celebrities at the lodge, including Teddy Roosevelt, Lizzie Applegate, Frederick Banting, Ernest Hemingway, and Marie Curie. And that's Trapper Dan. Oh, I can zoom in on each one. That's nice. We already...
Trapper Dan, seen here with his pet pig, Mary.
Oh, so maybe that thing needs to be all pigs. Suggestions from Lizzie Applegate reportedly came in handy when in 1905 a heavy pelt tax was levied on fur trappers. And Trapper Dan added hidden chambers, passageways, and hard-to-open locks in the lodge to facilitate his smuggling operation. Oh. Okay, so maybe these are pigs.
Strange. It's empty.
That is strange. What time do I have to do lunch again or dinner? 6 to 7. Okay. So I have 2 more hours until dinner. Nothing on this side of my room. Like, why can I get in here? There's gotta be a reason why at some point.
What's up?
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd slipped on those ice-covered stairs or eaten that bad potato salad or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, the window in my room was broken. Glass was all over the place.
Was anything missing from your room?
Nah, it wasn't a burglary. It was like the window just decided to break. I mean, there was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the 2nd floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be hunted down.
It's just doing its thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why. Pretty awesome, huh?
Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like zippy zoom.
Do you ever see the wolf?
Never. Sometimes I hear it howl, though. Bad news, man. It doesn't take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself, nothing will ruin your day faster than a couple of tons of snow roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about it. So you go to school in California?
Yep. University of California at Brea.
Is this your winter break?
Yeah, I just figured I needed a change of scenery.
Is this your first time at the lodge?
Yep. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
What inspired you to become an art major?
Dirt.
I beg your pardon?
I create works of art by manipulating naturally occurring geophysical substances.
Nerd.
Dirt. Sometimes I just use my hands, but Most of the time, heavy machinery's involved.
Oh, brother.
Nobody understands my art. But that's cool. To be great is to be misunderstood. FYI, Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Think you could teach me sometime?
You don't learn how to snowshoe. If you need to get through snow that's too deep to walk through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
Well, I'll let you go.
Ditto, dude.
Hey, excellent job on the snow shoveling, eh? We had ourselves one fine time out there because of you, especially Lou here.
I beat him 5 times.
By the slimmest of margins. Which is why now he's too chicken to go mano a mano with me out there in the ice fishing shack.
Snowshoeing's my thing, dude. Besides, it's animal cruelty.
Give me a break. You ever been ice fishing?
No.
Well, you're about to. Here's the deal. I need some competition, so I want you to go out there and try to catch a bigger fish than I caught yesterday, which means you gotta catch a 2-foot northern pike. Now, it's a bit of a hike out to the lake, but the shack is solar heated, so it's nice and warm inside. So what do you say, kiddo? You game?
Anything to make you guests happy.
Atta girl.
I better get going.
Glad you dropped by.
Okay, so was he our last? Not him, but the other guy.
Oops,
No?
haven't done that.
Man.
That's finished. Been there, done that.
So I need to go ice fishing. Do I have time? That's the skating pond.
Stop! You can't pass until you have proven yourself in battle.
Man, I love wrecking this little girl. That one sound. Oh, she got me too.
You have defeated that snow princess. You may pass.
To Icicle Lake, I guess.
I'm starting to get really cold.
5:23.
Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot northern pike. Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number.
I'm writing that down just in case. Oh, maybe we take it with us. Anything else? Nope. All right, go back.
It is really, really cold out here.
Dude, that's what it's like right now, living in Colorado. We have, like, our weather is in the teens right now. In the negatives at night. Oof.
Much better. Somebody left me a note.
Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I can stay out in the cold for so long. Oh. All right, well, I need to make dinner. What do we got? Salmon and salad. So 2 salmon, 1 salad. What in the salad? 2 egg, 2 yellow peppers. One tomato, 2 spinach, tomato, 2 spinach, 2 anchovies, 2 carrots, 4 cucumbers, 2 carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, 1 croutons.
Order up.
1 salmon and 1 salad. 1 salmon, 2 salmon, 1, 1, 2. Get these prepped a little bit more. 1 egg, 2 yellow peppers. Okay, so it was 1, 1, 2. 1 egg, 2 yellow peppers, 2 tomatoes. No, wait, was that right? Yeah, 2 yellow peppers, 2 tomatoes, 1 spinach, 1 carrot, 2 cucumber, 3 croutons.
Order up.
1 egg, or, yeah. No, what do they want? 2 eggs, 1 yellow pepper, 2 tomatoes, 1 spinach, 3 carrots, 2 cucumbers. 1, 2, 3, 2.
Order up.
Let's see. 1 salmon, no salmon, so just 1 salmon for that last guy. Okay, you want 1 egg, 2 yellow peppers. Oh, did I put? Yeah, it needs 2. 1 egg, 2 yellow peppers, 1 spinach, no, 1 tomatoes, 3 spinach. 1, 2, 3. This is a fat salad. 2 anchovies, and then 3 of everything else. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Order up.
Fat salad. Okay, 1 salad. Oh, no, I know that. 2 eggs, 1 yellow pepper, 1 tomato, 1 spinach. Okay. And then 1, 1, 1. And then 2, 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 2.
Order up.
All right. 1 egg, or 1 salad, and then we have 1, 3, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then 0 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, dinner's done. Dinner's made.
Can't check that off yet. Been there, done that.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Oops, haven't
tell
done that.
Ollie, call the number on the scrap paper when I phone by. Okay, so Ollie, I gotta tell him someone has trashed that.
What you need?
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
So much for trying to catch a bigger fish than Mr. Kessler.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
Gosh.
What else do you want?
I'll let you get back to work.
Pawning it off to me. Okay, so I thought I contacted all of like these are people who are staying here still. Right? Lou Talbot. Maybe them? 213555 2063. Yeah. Bill Kessler, they're staying here. Lou is also staying here. So is Guadalupe. So how am I This is Lou's number. Yeah, I don't think he's going to pick up because he's staying here currently. So how am I supposed to contact... I think it's just like the maid and the cook. Who I need to contact. Let's try calling Chantel. Okay, 403...
Hi, Chantal.
Nancy, listen, before I forget, Ollie called and said that one of the guests, that Bill guy.
Bill Kessler.
Kessler, right. Apparently he's been agitating for someone to compete against him in some kind of ice fishing contest.
I know. He asked me and I said I would.
Good, because as I said before, you and Ollie are to keep what few guests we have at the lodge happy. If they want you to go ice fishing, I want you to go ice fishing. So, what else is going on?
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
They've been deleted?
That's what the computer says. Contents deleted.
Well, I didn't delete them. Freddie.
Why would she delete something on your computer?
You know how kids are these days. Always hacking into computers, programming them to spread viruses and steal passwords and blow up the world.
I think that's only in movies. Besides, pretty much all this person had to do was press the delete key.
I still say it was Freddie. Last week, I called that Snow Princess game she's always playing idiotic. I think it hurt her
So
feelings.
rude.
But she'd just gotten done plastering me with snowballs. What'd she expect me to say? That felt great. Do it again?
The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
Let's see. Lou Talbot stayed here last summer, but only very briefly. His cart broken down and he was waiting for a tow truck. Oh, and Yanni, he was here last winter. He and his trainer, they were checking out places to train. They didn't stay long either.
Is it true that you promised Ollie a raise, but you haven't given it to him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Meaning...
Okay, I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise, and now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear, sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
I'd better get back to work.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
If I go outside now, I'll freeze.
All right. What? Is everyone in bed now? Phone numbers. There's Elsa. Bill. Derek Southwaite. Run and grow free. Okay, we called Derek Southwaite already. I don't know what run and go free is. Oh, maybe that's the number we found. Yeah, we got to call that one. But we have Elsa's, most importantly. I think she's our last person that we got to, like, call about the accidents. I mean, Becky's would be one too, but we don't have a number. We also can call Ned. Ooh.
And pick me up a double while you're at it, okay? Yo, what's up?
Is this Elsa Sybilhoff?
Used to be. Now it's just Sybil.
Sybil?
Sybil. That's what I'm going to call myself when I audition for Canadian Idol.
You're no longer a maid?
How'd you know I was a maid? Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. I hear you had some tire problems while you were here?
Oh, yeah, right. It was that wolf. I heard it howling all night, and the next morning I went outside, and it just ripped my tires apart, every single one of them. That place is jinxed. I had to quit. Working there was just plain dangerous. So, if you're trying to deny my unemployment claim, forget it. I had every right to leave that job.
No, I'm just trying to get additional information, that's all.
Oh, well, bad stuff was happening all over the place up there. One guy fell down the stairs and broke his leg, his whole family got food poisoning, and now I hear they got bombs going off up there. It's just a bad place to work, you know? My unemployment claim is totally legit.
Your tires getting all torn up like that didn't have something to do with L, did it?
L?
L, as in I'm going to sell your collection of troll dolls on eBay?
You found his stupid letters. Okay, so it was Larry, my insanely jealous ex-boyfriend. He got all crazed when I couldn't take time off to visit him and slashed my tires, the psycho.
I was gonna
I
say.
blamed it on the wolf so I'd have a legitimate
There's
reason
no way
to
a
quit
wolf could
and get on the
slash
road for a
tires
while.
open like
I
that.
just needed some time off and some cash, just enough to jumpstart my career, you know? Because I got talent, I really do. But you're right, I shouldn't have lied like that. Look, I'll contact the unemployment office and tell them the truth, okay?
Good idea. What happened to Larry?
All I know is he's finally out of my life. Take it from me. Do not ever, ever, ever think for 1 second that having a jealous boyfriend is in any way, shape, or form a good thing. Because it's not. It's the worst. Got that, Nanook?
Nancy.
In fact, I'm writing a
Nanook.
song about it. It's called Slash Your Jealousy, Spare My Tires. Get it? Spare My Tires. I'll probably sing it on Canadian Idol. Hey, you want to hear it?
No. In fact, I'd better get going. Good luck on the show, though, and thanks for the advice.
Anytime.
Nanook. All right. Let's call that number we found at the ice fishing lodge.
You have reached Run and Grow Free, a non-profit organization dedicated to making sure that the wild animals of North America remain wild. No one can take your call at the moment because all of our volunteer staff is busy blocking access to California's wilderness areas in order to protect their cougar, bear, and condor populations. But if you leave your name and number after the beep, someone will eventually get back to you. Especially if you want to make a donation.
Okay. All right, let's call Ned.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. It's Nancy.
Hey, Nance. I couldn't tell it was you because you're not calling from your cell phone.
No coverage out here. I'm in the middle of the Canadian Rockies, remember?
Oh, I haven't forgotten. Everything okay?
Well, as a matter of fact, just as I got here, the bunkhouse blew up.
Yikes. So there was another act of sabotage?
Looks that way. The sheriff found traces of a plastic explosive called C4 on some of the debris.
So if whoever blew up the bunkhouse is the same person who's been causing the accidents, you're looking for someone who knows something about explosives.
Looks that way, yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good lead. What else have you got?
A lone wolf has been hanging out around the lodge lately.
A wolf? That's kind of cool.
No, what's cool is that it dug me out of an avalanche and saved my life.
You're kidding me. Why would a wolf do that?
I don't know. Yet.
So, you've got a wolf hanging around that acts like Lassie. What else?
Bad news. Chantal is insisting that if I need help, I get it from this police consultant she hired. A guy named Tino Balducci.
Tino Balducci? Not that cop.
That's the one.
How does Chantal know him?
All I know is she thinks he's charming, and for this case I have to get all my hints from him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be very helpful. Not as helpful as, say, I would have been, of course, but very helpful.
That's so funny. Like, typically in other Nancy Drew games, Ned or her friends Bess and George, they'll be the ones to give hints. So it's funny that they're like, no, you have to do this guy Tino Balducci, and Ned's saying, well, he's not as helpful as I would have been. Like, you guys didn't choose me.
The cross-country skier? Someone threw a bomb at him while he was out on the slopes training.
A bomb? You mean like a grenade or something?
Whatever it was, it left a small crater. I saw it myself.
Why would someone do that?
From what I've read, Yanni is a pretty ruthless competitor. He's probably made a lot of enemies. In fact, he's convinced that his competitors are the ones who blew up the bunkhouse. He thinks they were trying to intimidate him.
And what do you think?
I think he's just being paranoid. Someone may be using explosives around here, but I really don't think they're doing it just to get rid of Yanni Volkstaya.
Then why are they using them?
That I intend to find out.
Good idea.
Guadalupe Comillo says she's a bird watcher, but I'm not so sure.
Why do you say that?
For one thing, most birders will go on for hours about the birds they've seen or the birds they want to see, but not her. In fact, birds seem to be the last thing on her mind.
And for another thing?
The alarm clock from her room is missing.
So, she's not a bird watcher because she sleeps in?
I found a melted clock face in the debris left behind when the bunkhouse exploded. It could have been part of the timing device.
You think it could have been Guadalupe's? You think she's the one who blew up the bunkhouse?
Hey, women can blow things up too, you know. At the very least, they can help blow things up.
Whatever you say.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built this weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
What's it for?
No one knows, but there was a piece of black nylon-type fabric sticking out of it. Like there's a door in it and someone had snagged their clothes on it on their way in.
So you think there's a door, but you can't see one?
Right.
Well, just keep poking around. If something's got a front door, it usually has a back door, too.
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London called The Call of the Wild?
Sure, it's about a dog who winds up leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in Lou's room.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I kind of doubt it. I mean, he does stick up for the wolf, and he could be up to something outside besides snowshoeing. But if he is, I doubt it involves the wolf. I can't see Lou dealing with animals. He's just too laid back.
So the fact that he's reading that book is just a coincidence?
I think so.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
Ollie's on the avalanche patrol, which means he knows how to handle explosives.
Could he be the mad bomber?
He's got the temperament for it, I can guarantee you that. What I'm not sure about is why he'd be the mad bomber. Although he did mention that he wanted to get back into ranching for himself.
What's stopping him?
No property and no cash. Which reminds me, Chantal hasn't gotten around to giving him the raise she promised him. He seemed a tad bitter about that.
Maybe he figures if he wreaks enough havoc around there, Chantal
That's what
will
I'm
shut
thinking.
down the lodge and sell it to him for next to nothing. Not only will he get property, he'll get revenge.
You really think she'd sell the lodge to Ollie?
Of course not, but if Ollie thinks that, he could easily be your guy.
That's all I have to report.
Call again soon, okay?
I will. Bye. Check. Check.
Aha.
Can't check. Still need to do that.
Oh. All right. I think we go to bed for today. So what time do we have to do breakfast? 7 a.m. How do I do this? There we go. Okay, let me make breakfast. Look. What's for breakfast, huh? Oh, we got French toast, ham. 1, 3, 1. So 1 French toast, 3 ham. And we got egg. Is it 1 bacon? Huh? Yeah, it looks like 1 of everything. Oh, and 2 green peppers. French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. French toast. Omelette.
Order up.
3 French toast. One omelet with no bacon. 1 spinach. 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. 2 French toast, 3.
Order up.
1 French toast, 3 Canadian bacon. Three, 2.
Order up.
One, 1, 1. Okay, what do I still need? I need 1.
Order up.
Okay, what do you, oh no. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. And then 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Wow, they have unlimited frying pans. All right. So we did breakfast duty. Oh, need to get the laundry bag so we can clean the rooms. And we can snoop. Snoop, Snoopy, Snoop, Snoopy, Snoop. All right. Kala Kala. Nothing going on here. Still don't have. Okay. That one is always so loud. I remember it being loud last time. So this is that students, I think. I'm always gonna double check. Okay, I think that's everybody. Okay. So we can go ice fishing now. So maybe, and we have to go beat Freddy in some games.
Stop! How dare you trespass here? You shall pay for your insolence.
There it is. It's waiting for my favorite sound.
Whenever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
Okay. Let's go out and try to catch some fish.
It is really, really cold out here.
Oh.
That won't do.
Oh God. I'm supposed to know what. These look like.
I snagged a sturgeon. Huh, there goes my line.
Oh. Does that mean I can go again, or? Oh, I can. I really should have double checked.
Doesn't quite measure up.
Oh, it's those. Okay.
Right size, wrong fish.
Oh. I don't. Again, I should go on the computer and look and see what type of fish.
I snagged a log. There goes my line.
Alright, let's maybe go see what type of fish we actually need by looking at the computer, because I don't know.
I'm starting to get really cold.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to beat Freddy again?
Ah, much
Probably.
better. I was really cold.
He wants what, northern pike? Okay. Oh, that's a lake whitefish. That's sturgeon. So I need like speckly boys. Yeah. Okay. Now I know. Oh. I clicked out of my game. Went too far to the side apparently. Okay. Let's go again. Let's pummel Freddy again.
The battle for the kingdom of the Snow Princess begins.
But seriously, I love that. Give me one. Oh, they didn't do any. They didn't do any. Oh, and now she gives us toasty packs every time. Nice. Does that mean I have 2 now?
I'm starting to get really cold.
Yeah, it does mean I have 2. Nice. All right, we need the spotted fish. So that's a sturgeon, a log. I think that's the lake fish. That doesn't look right. An old boot. That wasn't it, was it?
Not what I need.
I know. I know. to do that. That was a bomb. I did not want to risk. That's what I need. I need you. Oh. He went too fast. I want that hat.
A sturgeon chewed right through my line.
Oh my gosh, it looked like the fish was wearing the hat. Oh. Oh, come on. They move the fastest. Like, how am I supposed to get that one? How? There we go. How?
I snagged a sturgeon. Huh, there goes my line.
How did it not catch it? Wouldn't these fish set off the bombs? Yeah, not getting that one. Son of a bitch. I pulled it up too soon. He went too fast.
Close, but no cigar.
At least I got the right fish that time.
Doesn't quite measure up.
Close. Man, this sucks. The fishing sucks in this game. It's not easy. Especially when we're supposed to be catching, like, the fastest fish. Oh, I don't know. He's cooking. There we go.
Rats, too small.
Way too small. I should have told Chantel I don't want to do it. I'm here as a detective, okay? And I'm also being an unpaid maid and cook. And now you also expect me to fish for guests? That is ridiculous. Man, there's just not been any good opportunity. Oh.
Close, but no cigar.
It's not close. It's the smallest one I've gotten.
doesn't quite measure up.
Come on. Just get that bomb. Blow us all up. Nope. Come on.
I broke my line.
I should have gotten that one. A lot of traffic right now. Lots of traffic.
Close, but no cigar.
It is not close, Nancy.
There we go. A 2-foot northern pike.
Yes.
No more fishing for me.
We did it. We did it. Got a friggin' fish on the line. Oh my gosh. That literally, I jumped. Like, I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh my gosh. Whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold.
Oh no, and my fish is gone. Son of a... Oh. Thank you, Wolfie boy. It's a good boy. Aw.
A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death.
Oh gosh. I don't understand what that
I
puzzle
don't
was.
know whose this is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death. Ah, much better. I was really cold. There's a note in one of the pockets.
Oh.
Since
Okay.
I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter.
I don't know, man. I have those toasty packs, luckily.
Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. If I want to follow those tracks, I'm gonna need some snowshoes.
Okay.
Ski tracks, probably Yanni's. I bet if I follow them, I'll wind up back at the lodge.
So we need to get snowshoes.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
We gonna freeze to death. We gonna freeze to death.
Ah, much better.
I was really cold. Okay. So we got this with the weird symbols. These are numbers. Worth a try. Okay, dude. Well, we caught your fucking fish, and it almost
Nancy,
killed me.
Hi! What the heck happened out there?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were doing in the fishing shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack. There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like somebody dropped a bomb on it.
All I know is, after I caught that 2-foot northern pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew, there was an explosion and I was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly!
Probably you. Couldn't stand the thought of losing to a girl.
Har har. The good news is you're okay. The bad news? No more ice
Oh,
fishing.
darn. No
Well,
more
I'll
ice
let you get back
fishing.
to beating Lou.
Glad you dropped by.
Yes?
Do you want a book about birds of the Southwest?
I might. Why do you ask?
Because I found a piece of a book cover in the fishing shack, and since it was about birds, I wondered if it was yours.
No. It's not from any book I have. I've never been in the ice fishing shack, so how could it be?
I'll let you go.
Mm-hmm.
Farewell.
Is this yours?
What, that bullet? Don't be silly. Why would I be carrying ammunition around?
It kind of looked like it dropped out of your pocket.
Well, since it was never in my pocket, that's impossible now, isn't it? It was probably lying there on the floor all along, and you just happened to kick it into view, that's all. This
She
deer
is so
used to be a
sketch.
hunting lodge deer. I wouldn't worry about it.
You used that bullet I found on the floor to alter the sights on Ollie Randall's rifle, didn't you?
What? That's so ridiculous. It's laughable.
You did it because you're a member of Run and Grow Free, and you're trying to protect the wolf at any cost, aren't you?
Look at me. Do I really look like some kind of wildlife fanatic?
I never judge books by their covers, Miss Camillo. Look, I don't want to see anything happen to that wolf either. If you belong to Run and Grow Free, just tell me. I'm good at keeping secrets, believe me.
You're right. I am a member of Run and Grow Free. I did make sure that brute
Aha.
would miss if he took a shot at the wolf, and I will do whatever it takes to protect that beautiful creature.
Does doing whatever it takes include shutting down Icicle Creek Lodge?
No.
What else have you done to protect the wolf?
That's all I'm going to tell you, Nancy. And if you really are concerned about the wolf's welfare, you won't repeat any of this to anyone.
Called her out. Okay.
Check. That's finished. Still need to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, okay. So I need to call her and get the combination for that. I wonder if the game's gonna force me to call Tino, or if I can go the whole game and not call him. If I don't need any hints.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
Did you ask Yanni about using his picture yet?
Yes, but he said no.
Darn. Well, thanks for trying.
I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Like
What? Because I'm not doing anything for you?
Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all sailed out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
I really don't think that's necessary.
Well, Tino does, so I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great. I just hope the questions aren't too dumb. Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his scene on.
I
You'll hear from
literally
me again
just
later.
said I wonder if the game's gonna force me. And there it is. We are being forced. Despite being on the scene with the people, you know, doing the job, doing all this extra work, she's still making me do this. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quesadillas. Oh, I guess I can only do them here. One. And then they're quick. All right. Now burgers. So we have one, none. Oh, well then.
Order up. Order up.
One. So one.
Order up.
So we need 3 burgers. Makes it easier. Cook. There we go. Okay, so we want 1 cheese, 1 lettuce. So cheese, lettuce, tomato, ketchup. Cheese, lettuce, tomato, ketchup.
Order up.
We want, okay, 2, and then 1 for everything else. So 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Order up.
And they want 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Dude, I'm a freaking chef. I am a chef. Okay. I think we're gonna save it here. I am a chef. All right. We are saved. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think we're gonna end it right there for today. Yeah, so that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider dropping a follow here on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, consider subscribing to me. I post playthroughs and other games and past streams. I'm hoping to just add some other content on my YouTube channel at some point. We'll see. And don't mind my, like, I'm bouncing because I'm, like, shaking my leg. Oh, also, look at my... Stoop kid. Yeah, stoop kid's afraid to leave his stoop. Hey Arnold, if you know, you know. Anyway, I just totally got off track. So yeah, so if you haven't followed me on Twitch, please consider passing along a follow. If you're on YouTube, consider subscribing and I'll drop some more content. And yeah, thanks again so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your night and I will see you in the next stream. Bye.